Hey, tomato lover, any tomato lovers out there? Italian Caprese Salad has to be on your list of favorites. And if you have not yet had your fill this season, Marguerite Henderson is going to fix that. You're sharing a total of 4 recipe ideas, all kind of a twist or a variation on that traditional salad. And I got insecure. I say Caprese, is that right?
That's right.
Because you're the mecca of all nozzle. Okay.
Yeah.
How are we doing this today? Where are we starting?
So anyway. Your garden is, some people's gardens are filled with tomatoes.
Marguerite said, how's your garden produce? And I said, well, my grocery store is just abundant this time of year.
So, yeah, your classic Caprese salad, everybody knows it. It's tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil, right?
Yeah.
So I started here. Let's just finish this one up.
Okay.
And so I'm using heirloom tomatoes. So I'm just alternating fresh mozzarella with a few basil leaves. So that you just, put a basil leaf in between the mozzarella and the tomato, and then you just keep going down.
And with the heirloom tomato, is that more about look or taste?
Both. It's a little sweeter, and I love heirloom tomatoes. But and they come in so many different colors. So that comes in greens and yellows and oranges.
Such a beautiful way to spread and
okay, then
that.
You put basil in there. So here's a couple of tips. Please do not put balsamic vinegar on this, or any vinegar. All you need.
Really?
Really. Because the balsamic just turns the mozzarella this ugly brown.
Oh.
So really all you need is, if you go to Italy, oops, they'll pour it on like that. No, but if you go to Italy and somebody asks for balsamic on their Caprese, they'll know you're American. So
why did I?
You don't want to be known as an American.
Why did I think that was the way to do it?
I know it's not the way to do it. So just a little bit of salt and pepper and olive oil right before you're ready to serve it. Not too much before, because it gets too soggy. So that's your classic Caprese, right?
Lovely, lovely.
Okay. So then we have this one, and I had this in France a couple of years ago, and I just thought, oh my gosh, of course the French would take Campari tomatoes that come on the vine. You can find those in your supermarket. They're not from my garden. And this is burrata cheese. Now, burrata is a form of a mozzarella. It's got the mozzarella on the outside, and then on the inside is a creamy cheese, kind of like a ricotta. Okay, so you just cut that open, and then people take a tomato, some of the burrata, you put it on a nice big thick slice of bread, and it does have the basil on it. So roasted tomatoes and burrata, another version. You can just drizzle with olive oil again right before you're serving.
Do you know where I get my burrata? Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Yes.
That's where this is from.
Really?
Yeah, and also Costco has it sometimes too.
Okay.
Yeah, burrata is just amazing.
It's
if you
yummy.
haven't had it, you've got to try it.
It's one of those things I feel like I'm gaining weight just looking at it, but it's worth it.
Well, it's cheese. It's not. It's cheese. It's a little fat cheese. No, it's not really. But okay, so another version. You're seeing this everywhere. This is the thing for summer. So it's grilled fruit, and I grilled peaches.
Oh, yum.
And then I grilled some little plums, and I put those in the corner there, and then I put a little cilantini, which is a mozzarella ball. So these are all variations of mozzarella that are shaped like cherries. So you put one in the center. This I allow you to drizzle with the balsamic glaze.
She allows us. Oh, glaze only. Okay.
Glaze, because it's sweet, and it's kind of like a little honey on there. You could also do honey on there. So that's, you just put it in the center, you grill it, you put your mozzarella ball in there, and then you just glaze it with the mozzarella.
The presentation is stunning.
Yeah, so you give everybody one, that would be a great little appetizer or a salad. Okay, so we did 3. So now, my favorite summertime dish is pasta, of course.
Of course.
And this is a tomato sauce. It's called a salsa cruda, which means raw. So you take tomatoes from your garden, throw it in your blender with 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and a bunch of basil. Zap, zap, zap. Cook up some pasta, and these are little shell-shaped. Actually, they're snail shapes. So the shells of a snail.
Those are fun.
Aren't those cute?
Yeah.
Throw it in. This is the easiest dinner ever, and you just toss it, and it just smells.
You just took the words out of my mouth. I wish people at home could smell.
The aroma is like a little grandma's kitchen, right? A little Italian grandma's kitchen.
It's delicious.
I mean, basically, it's everything from your garden, and you spending $3 on the pasta or whatever, well, you might have to spend a little. So this is called perlini. So these are little pearl-shaped mozzarella. Are these the cutest things ever?
Yes, yes, so cute. I try to fish them right out of that bowl and onto my plate.
I know, everybody's fighting over it, and the kids love them. My granddaughters love them. So you throw that in there.
Oh, look at that.
I know, and then you take some fresh basil.
The basil in here is killing me. It smells so good.
I know. It's this time of year. I love going out into my backyard.
This is your heaven, isn't it?
Yes, my basil plant is a tree.
Oh my gosh! Now you're just showing off.
Yeah, it's like 4 feet by 4 feet.
Oh wow!
And then you just
awesome.
top it off with a little grated Parmesan or Romano or whatever you want to put on top of it.
Delicious.
So you've got a pasta dish, a salad dish, a variation of a salad dish, and then you've got the peaches with some plums, or you could do this with, excuse me, nectarines. Whatever fruit you have, slice it in half, throw it on the grill, maybe 5 minutes, just so it gets some grill marks. Brings out the sugar in the fruit.
Where does the prosciutto come into play?
Oh, the prosciutto, I'm sorry. Yes, I put that around, so
nice.
I make like little rosettes.
Like a little garnish on the side.
Right, you make little rosettes with the prosciutto.
Cute.
And then, if you would like, now this is what I do sometimes, I just make it really irreverent and then throw the red onion on top of that.
But not doing balsamic vinegar.
No,
we're not that irreverent. We're not going that crazy.
And then a few capers, which makes it really Mediterranean. So look, I mean, that is, you can make a meal out of that. With
Delish. Do us one more favor and say mozzarella one more time.
Mozzarella.
There she is. I love it. We love you. Thank you so much.
In Brooklyn, we say the mozz.
The mozz. I like it. Can I pretend to be Brooklyn just for a day? My name is Brooke. I'm halfway there.
Yes.
Okay, look for these recipes on our website, studio5.ksl.com. Thanks, Marguerite. We love having you.